This is the Galaxy A56, the year's highest tier A-series mid-ranger from Samsung. Could this be the mid-range phone to set your sights on this year? I'm Will for GSM Arena, and let's find out in our Galaxy A56 review. The Galaxy A50 series contains some of Samsung's most popular mid-rangers, and the newest model, the A56, looks to continue that tradition. It's not trying to break the mold, far from it, but there are some upgrades here like a new chipset, a slightly bigger display, and a new selfie camera. Another nice change is that unlike the Galaxy A55, this phone will be available in the US market, but that should happen later in the year. The design has been updated too. The separate cameras have melded into one camera island. You again have an aluminum frame, but the glass on the back has been upgraded to Gorilla Glass Victus Plus. And the A56 is thinner and lighter than last year's model. As for ingress protection, the A56 again comes with an IP67 rating. That's good against submersion in water, but it's a lower rating than what some competitors are offering now. As I mentioned, the screen is slightly larger than last year at 6.7 inches. It's an OLED with a 1080p resolution, a 120Hz refresh rate, and Gorilla Glass Victus Plus protection, just like on the back. Samsung has achieved a larger display on the A56 without making the phone larger by slimming down the bezels. The display is sharp enough, with great contrast, and there's support for HDR10+ video playback. The max brightness has been improved a bit this year. We measured up to only 450 nits with the manual slider, but with auto mode on, it can boost up to over 1200 nits. That's up from 1000 with the A55. And while the 120Hz refresh rate smooths out movement on screen while you're swiping and scrolling, it can dial down to 60Hz when the screen is idling to save energy. The A56 has a pair of stereo speakers for your audio, and they earned a loudness score of good on our charts. The sound is good for this price. The bass is deeper than the A55, as you can hear for yourself in our comparison tool. You'll find a link down below. You can wake up and unlock the phone with an optical under-display fingerprint reader. It's reliable, but not as fast as some other solutions we've seen. You can get the Galaxy A56 with 128 or 256 gigs of storage on board, but while previous models had expandable storage through microSD, Samsung has done away with that this time around. The Galaxy A56 runs Samsung's latest One UI 7 out of the box, on top of Android 15. The phone actually comes with many of the software features Samsung offers to its flagships. What you don't get here are Samsung's DeX and the full suite of AI-based features, but there are still a few on board. These include the AI Select, which improves upon the previous Smart Select feature. The AI analyzes the screen's content in detail and offers actions like grabbing text or photos from the screen and creating wallpapers or even GIFs. The Object Eraser is available too in the native Gallery app, and it works quite well. Sometimes. Certainly nowhere as good as on the S25. And Google's Gemini AI Assistant comes baked in, and it packs lots of functionality in and of itself. If you'd like to find out more about One UI 7's specific features, you can check out our dedicated video. Samsung has really extended the software support window for the new Galaxy A phones. The Galaxy A56 comes with a promise of 6 OS updates and 6 years of security patches. Rather than a Snapdragon chipset, Samsung is again going for an in-house chip for the Galaxy A56. It's the new Samsung Exynos 1580. As expected, in benchmarks, it provides a boost in performance over last year's chipset. The difference isn't night and day, but the A56 is better than the A55. While there are competitors that offer more power under the hood, there's enough here for smooth performance and some gaming too. The thermal management here is great as well. The Galaxy A56 completed our prolonged stress test with hardly any performance loss. The battery capacity hasn't changed this year, it's again 5000 mAh. But for some reason, maybe the different chipset, the battery life isn't as good as on the previous model. It's still decent though, with the Galaxy A56 earning an active use score of 12 hours and 8 minutes in our tests. The A56 gets higher rated 45-watt charging this year, but no charger is included in the box. With a proper adapter and 5A cable, a 30-minute charge is faster now, with the A56 going from 0 to 65%. However, a full charge is actually slower than the A55, taking an hour and 13 minutes here. Now we have the cameras. On the back, you get basically the same setup as last year, with a main camera, an ultrawide, and a dedicated macro cam. There is a new camera on the front though. It's 12 megapixels this time, instead of 32. So let's go ahead and start with the selfie cam. It produces excellent photos. They're clean and sharp, with wide dynamic range and great colors. Moving on to the main camera. During the day, the photos are detailed and the colors are punchy. There are some occasional clipped highlights though, and we've seen competitors with better sharpness. And here are some shots of people. The portraits are again a little on the soft side. 2x digital zoom is fine, but as expected, there's a decrease in sharpness compared to the regular shots. In low light, if shooting in the default auto mode, the photos from the main cam come out decent, but you can spot the occasional clipped highlights and light sources, while sharpness leaves more to be desired. Daylight photos from the ultra-wide cam are alright, with accurate colors and good contrast during the day. The sharpness and dynamic range could be better though. And at night, the ultra-wide camera produces soft and fuzzy photos with visible noise. The dynamic range is limited, and the white balance is off. If you enable night mode on this camera, the photos come out improved. That's unlike what we saw with the night mode on the main camera. Close-up shots from the dedicated macro cam are decent, better than what you'd get from the 2 megapixel macro cameras of other brands. Still, you need plenty of light to get a good result, and a lot of patience. There are no major changes to the video recording capabilities. The main, ultra-wide, and selfie cameras can shoot video in 4K at 30 FPS. The video quality from the main camera is excellent. Footage is sharp, detailed, and colorful, and is noise-free, with a wide dynamic range. The ultra-wide camera captures good videos too. They're crisper and more detailed than what you get from other phones in this price range. The system offers electronic stabilization in 4K, and the results are excellent. There's no jittery movements, just stable-looking footage. We're pleasantly surprised by the nighttime video. The main cam's footage is sharp and detailed, and low in noise. Highlights and light sources can come out clipped though. So there you have it, the Galaxy A56. Just like last year's model, it's a phone with a solid build, a nice screen, a decent chipset, and the Samsung software package. Plus, the cameras are really great when it comes to videos and selfies. However, the battery life, charging speed, and rear camera stills don't really stand out from competitors, some of which are even packing telephoto cameras these days. And you can get phones with a higher performing chipset in this price range. So while the Galaxy A56 is a decent phone, until the price settles down, it may be worth exploring other options. Thanks for watching, guys. If you're looking for alternatives, you can check out our reviews of the Nothing Phone 3a Pro and the Motorola Edge 50 Pro. Let us know what you think, and I'll see you on the next one.